My name's Jarl. I'm an alcoholic addict. I'm in recovery resources. I've just got my year clean and sober yesterday. I'm working hard at it. So I grew up in a alcoholic addict home. Right off the bat, my mom and my grandma kidnapped me out of my dad's window and took me to Hawaii because it was a pretty unsafe place for me to live. He was involved in some bike stuff, and transporting drugs and guns and alcohol wasn't exactly a safe place for a baby. So my mom and my grandma thought it would be a good idea to move me to Hawaii, and that's where I was raised until I was 15. My mom was still in active addiction, so I grew up in that kind of lifestyle. I'd see her get beat up all the time and parties everywhere, and it didn't take long for me to get placed in foster care. And the lifestyle that I grew up in foster care was pretty hard, man. I was abused, I was sexually molested, just not treated right. So there's always been something I've always reached out for, and I've always looked for, and I've always thrived as far as not having a structural family or friendships or anything like that in my life. So the guys in recovery resources, I couldn't be happier with the group of people that I have in the house, you know what I mean, with me. There's always going to be little problems, you know what I'm saying, but for the most part we really get along. The fellowship there is pretty much spot on, with everybody. We all spend a lot of time with each other, so we all know when somebody's down, or we know when somebody's got something going on, and we're not all about being selfish anymore. And it's about, are you okay? Can I help you in any way? Do you want to talk about it? If you don't want to talk about it, cool, but if you do, I'm here for you, that kind of thing. And it's great. It's something I've never had before, and I like it. It's a blessing. My advice for somebody, so for instance, when people come into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous or DAA or NA or anything, and you're new and you hear everybody ramble on about the big book and getting a sponsor and doing the steps, it's not just words coming out of their mouths. It's the big book is an instruction manual for your daily life and your footsteps that you have to take in the right direction in order to spiritually build yourself, physically build yourself into becoming and building yourself into a better person, as far as being in service to others, doing a moral inventory of yourself every day, understanding where you've gone wrong, how you can fix it, did you hurt somebody else, just being mindful of your actions today, and really take in the whole sponsor thing. And the sponsor thing is, it's like not necessarily a life coach, but it's a coach to help you through the big book and the steps, because the steps are designed in such a perfect way that you can't skip any, because it's not going to work that way. You start from 1 to 12 because it's been built in a certain way to open you up mentally and spiritually and bring all those pieces together to commit yourself to the program of recovery. And without having a good solid foundation in recovery, for having people around you in recovery, your sponsor, your friends, your family, it all means nothing unless you don't do it right. And you have to start right from the start.